A few years ago, we used AI to answer questions. Then we started putting AI inside a workflow. Now, suddenly, everyone wants an agent, an AI employee, an AI teammate, an AI that can work on its own. But here's the question nobody seems to be asking. What's the difference between AI helping with a task and AI being responsible for the outcome? Because the moment AI becomes an agent, something fundamental changes. At level 1, AI was a tool. We trusted its answers. At level 2, AI became a component. We trusted its decisions. But at level 3, we trust its actions. That's not just a technical difference, it's a trust difference. Because once AI becomes responsible for the outcomes, we're no longer evaluating whether it made a good recommendation or good decision. We're evaluating whether it achieved the goal. One of the biggest mistakes organizations make is assuming agents are the next natural step. They discover AI, then immediately ask, how do we build an agent? Instead of, should we build an agent? Because every level of autonomy comes with additional complexity, additional risk, additional responsibility. So before moving from level 2 to level 3, there needs to be a meaningful business reason. Usually, that reason is value. Maybe the task happens at a massive scale. Maybe speed directly impacts revenue. Maybe hiring additional people is significantly more expensive. If the value exceeds the cost of trust, then level 3 becomes worth considering. If not, stay at level 2. More autonomy does not automatically mean more mature. At its simplest, an agent needs 3 things: an environment, tools, and skills. Think about hiring the world's best penetration testers. Imagine locking them in an empty room. No laptop, no internet, no tools. How effective would they be? Not very. And that's exactly the mistake many people make with AI. They focus entirely on the model, but the model alone isn't the worker. The environment matters, the tools matters, the skills matters. Let's say you want to build a hacker agent. Put it inside the Kali Linux environment. Give it access to security tools. Provide security knowledge. Now it can perform security work. Want a product developer? Give it access to source code repository, documentation, issue trackers, testing tools, and engineering knowledge. Different role, same pattern: environment, tools, and skills. The model isn't the worker. The worker emerges from combination of all 3. The technology is powerful, but it still has limitations. One of the biggest is context. Every model has a finite context window. But the important idea is simple. As tasks become larger and more complex, a single agent eventually starts reaching its limits. That's one reason agent teams and sub-agents have become so popular. Instead of asking one agent to do everything, we divide the work. One agent researches, one plans, one executes, one reviews. Each agent focuses on smaller responsibility and a smaller context, and often produces more reliable results. Agent teams didn't emerge because they sounded cool. They emerged because they help us work around the limitations of a single agent. At this level, the best mental model isn't software, it's hiring. We're effectively hiring AI for the role. And when hiring someone, the question isn't, are they intelligent? The question is, can I trust them with the job? Because once AI becomes an agent, we're no longer trusting its answers. We're no longer trusting its decisions. We're trusting its actions. And every step of this pyramid requires more trust. So does security. Not because the technology changes, but because the responsibility changes. The real challenge with agents isn't building them, it's deciding whether they deserve the autonomies we're about to give them.